friend Kim gave me some cilantro that she grew in her garden, and this is what she gave me. Now, it was just about ready to go to seed, and if you take the seeds and let it go to seed, you can take the seeds, and once they're dried, you can grind it into a spice that's called coriander. But today, I'm going to be stripping all of these and using them to make a sweet potato cilantro soup. Hi, I'm Annette, a plant-based home chef and a volunteer with Bounty and Soul, where we connect, share, and celebrate nutritious food. We believe food is medicine, and we believe in the power of plants and whole foods. So today, I'm going to be making, in my InstantPot, I'm going to be making some sweet potato cilantro soup. And I got the inspiration when my friend gave me the cilantro. So I was trying to find a unique way to use it, and I had sweet potatoes, and I thought I'll just make a soup. So that's what we're going to do today. And I don't really have a recipe for this, so I'm just eyeballing all the ingredients, but I'll list everything in the details below for you. Let's get started making the soup. These are the items that I'm going to be using today. The first one I'm going to be using is some vegetable broth, and I'm going to put in, for spices, I'm going to use some red chili flakes. I'm going to put in some coriander, some cumin, some chili powder, some thyme, and paprika. This is some lime juice, which I'm going to be using, and you'll need a few cloves of garlic, onion, bell pepper, and of course sweet potatoes, as well as the cilantro. Now, if you don't have this type of cilantro, obviously you can go to the grocery store and buy a bunch of cilantro. And if you don't have an Instant Pot, like I'm going to be using today, you can also do this on top of the stove. Okay, so I have all my vegetables prepped, and I forgot to tell you earlier that I'm also going to be putting in a carrot. I have some carrots in the refrigerator that need to be used, so I'm going to be adding that as well as the sweet potatoes and all the other ingredients. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my Instant Pot on manual, on saute, on the saute function, and I'm going to add my onion to the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and saute my onion. You can hear that it's already sizzling. I'm going to keep it from sticking by adding just a little bit of vegetable broth to the bottom. And let that get going. After that, I'm going to be adding my cloves of garlic, and the next thing, probably the bell peppers, and let those get going. So this is going to take a couple of minutes. You just want the onion to sweat a little bit, and that's looking good. I'm going to go ahead now and add the garlic to it. And I put in 2 or 3 cloves of garlic. I think I put in 3. And I just rough chopped it. Eventually, at the end, this soup, I'm going to go ahead and blend this soup up. And now I'm going to add the bell peppers to the Instant Pot. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add that carrot that I told you I had. Okay, that's good. I'm going to go ahead and add the sweet potato. Now, you're going to need about 2 sweet potatoes, a couple of cups of sweet potatoes. I just, peel them and dice them as best as possible. All right, I think we're ready now. I'm going to start adding some spices. I'm going to call it, I'm not going to measure anything, I'm going to call it about a tablespoon or so of chili powder. Just going to eyeball everything. Some smoked paprika, about a teaspoon or so, a couple teaspoons. Some dried thyme, about a teaspoon. I'm going to go ahead and add some coriander, which is really cilantro that's been dried, the seeds of it. And I'm going to add about a good tablespoon or so of coriander. I want it to have a good cilantro taste to it. Just a few of the peppers because I don't really like the heat. I'm going to add a few red pepper flakes and some cumin. I'm just going to eyeball it, probably about a tablespoon. And now we'll let those spices, as they say, bloom and cook them for just a little bit. And then I'm going to add the cilantro. Look how much cilantro I got from all of those leaves and things those stems that she gave me. I just pulled off all the leaves and just rough chopped them. I'm going to add that cilantro in there. And I don't even care if it has stems or not, because like I said before, it's going to be blended at the end. And I'm going to add the rest of the vegetable broth. Probably will need a few cups, like 4 cups or so of vegetable broth. And if you don't have enough, you can just go ahead and add water, which I'm going to go ahead and add some water to it as well. I think that'll be good. And then I'm going to close up my Instant Pot and put it on the soup function. Let me close the lid here. Make sure the indicates sealing right here. Then I'm going to use the soup function. And it automatically sets it to 20 minutes, and I think that's going to be perfect. We'll come back in 20 minutes when it's done, and I'll blend the soup. Okay, my Instant Pot is done cooking, and I'm going to go ahead and take the lid off. And you can see it, and I tasted it. I'm going to taste it here. It tastes really good right now. I'm going to go ahead now and carefully switch this off. I'm going to carefully blend this up with my immersion blender. You got to be careful because it's hot. All right, that looks really good. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the lime juice to it. Give it a stir. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste. I can taste the cilantro, a little bit of the cilantro, a hint of it, and I can also taste the sweet potato. It makes a good mix between the two. I really like the soup. Even though it was just items I had in my refrigerator that needed to be used up, in my pantry as well. This would be perfect with some crusty bread or something like that. It's really good soup. I hope you like what I made today in my Instant Pot, and we'll give it a try. I put together a recipe that you can follow, but you can add whatever you want to it and make it your own version of this. I want to thank all my wonderful subscribers, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe and click the bell, and that way you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And one more thing, check out my cookbook, which is available on Amazon right now. It's called Heart, Healthy, and Feeling Full Cookbook, and I've posted the link in the details below. I just need you to go out and buy the book and enjoy the recipes inside. Thanks for watching. Join me each week here in my kitchen as I share plant-based, nutritious recipes with you. And I'll be seeing you at Bounty and Soul each week as I hand out the local produce and wish each one of you the best. This is Annette signing off for now. And remember to invest in your health by eating whole, unprocessed foods.